There's been a lot of buzz about Lewis Hamilton potentially making an early appearance in Ferrari colors, but it seems the Silver Arrows still have unfinished business with their 7-time world champion. Although Hamilton's contract situation with Mercedes appears to be resolved, many speculated that he might take part in Ferrari's testing sessions in Abu Dhabi just after the final race of the 2024 season. However, Mercedes has decided to address these rumors head-on. The question remains, is Mercedes' stance based on a strategic decision, or are they holding on to Hamilton for emotional reasons? Some other teams have let go of their drivers with minimal hassle, so why the reluctance from Mercedes? And could this decision impact Hamilton's mindset and performance for the rest of the 2024 season? Without a doubt, the 2024 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is set to be one of the most sentimental moments in Formula One history, as it will mark the final chapter of Hamilton's illustrious career with Mercedes. Once the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is over, Hamilton's journey with Mercedes will become a memory, and all eyes will turn to his next challenge, bringing Ferrari its long-awaited 8th Drivers' Championship. However, switching teams is no easy task, especially for a driver accustomed to the same engineers and systems for over a decade. Adapting to a new team structure, along with the challenge of mastering a brand new car, is bound to test Hamilton's limits. This is precisely why Hamilton would have wanted to make the most of Ferrari's tire test right after the Abu Dhabi finale. Red Bull and McLaren have allowed their new drivers to participate in these tests to help them adjust quickly. For example, Red Bull gave Pierre Gasly the opportunity to work with Alpine just days after his contract ended with AlphaTauri. But Mercedes seems unwilling to grant Hamilton the same courtesy, raising eyebrows across the paddock. Mercedes' decision not to release Hamilton immediately has sparked frustration, with many arguing that it makes little sense. By that point, Hamilton's tenure with the team will have concluded, and his farewell would already be sealed. The Brackley-based squad, however, seems intent on holding on to their champion until the very end, which has the potential to stir tension between the two parties. It's impossible to overlook the immense contributions Hamilton made to Mercedes. Whether or not you're a fan, his achievements are undeniable: 6 driver titles and 8 consecutive Constructors' Championships, feats unmatched in Formula One history. Hamilton will leave Mercedes as an icon, but the team's unwillingness to grant his early release could create an unnecessary strain on their relationship. With 84 wins under his belt, Hamilton has been a driving force behind Mercedes' success. To put things into perspective, the second highest win count for Mercedes belongs to Nico Rosberg with just 23 victories, followed by Valtteri Bottas with 10. Hamilton's journey with Mercedes goes far beyond mere statistics. Not only has he racked up more than 200 race starts with the same team, a remarkable testament to his loyalty, but he has also endured some of the toughest seasons, especially during Mercedes' struggles between 2022 and 2024. His resilience mirrors the dedication shown by legends like Michael Schumacher, whose 180 starts with Ferrari once held the record. While some argue that Hamilton benefited from an expanded race calendar, his impact remains undisputed. No amount of extra races diminishes what he has achieved with the Silver Arrows. However, as Hamilton's transition to Ferrari draws near, Mercedes seems to be putting up walls, possibly to prevent the leaking of sensitive information. Although team principal Toto Wolff publicly trusts Hamilton, the precautionary measures they are taking hint at underlying concerns. Adding to Hamilton's frustration is Mercedes' insistence that he completes promotional activities and farewell obligations before officially parting ways. This lingering attachment, while understandable, may cause friction just as he's preparing to shift his focus entirely toward Ferrari. The BBC's Andrew Benson reports that Mercedes is firm in its decision not to let Hamilton participate in Ferrari's post-race test at Yas Marina. This stance stands in sharp contrast to the smooth driver transitions seen recently, such as Oscar Piastri and Pierre Gasly, who seamlessly joined their new teams. In Hamilton's case, however, the Brackley-based team is unwilling to make any exceptions, insisting that he fulfills every last commitment to them before moving on. Replacing a legend like Hamilton is no small feat, and Mercedes is already preparing for life after him. Their future rests on the shoulders of rising talents like Kimi Antonelli, an Italian prodigy set to step into Hamilton's shoes. Yet, even with great potential, Antonelli will face the immense pressure of living up to the legacy of a 7-time world champion. While Toto Wolff and his wife, Susie, have publicly praised Hamilton's relentless work ethic and professionalism, there's no denying that the upcoming transition may leave emotional scars. Susie has often remarked on how Hamilton's dedication goes unnoticed by many, explaining that he doesn't just show up and drive, but immerses himself in every aspect of his performance. Despite their admiration, this separation may still leave a bitter taste if not handled with care. While Mercedes prepares for its future, the motorsport world eagerly awaits the sight of Hamilton donning Ferrari's signature red race suit next season. Even within Mercedes, there is a bittersweet acceptance of what this moment signifies. Toto Wolff admitted that although the team has high hopes for the new regulations and its young drivers, the void left by Hamilton's departure will be deeply felt. Wolff highlighted that only a handful of drivers in history have achieved what Hamilton has, surpassing even Michael Schumacher in several areas. He reflected on how the decision not to extend Hamilton's stay at Mercedes might haunt the team in the future. Hamilton's shift to Ferrari isn't just another career move, it's a moment that will resonate across the sport, stirring emotions and reshaping allegiances in unforeseen ways. Despite the sadness that comes with saying goodbye to an icon, Wolff emphasized that the team is committed to moving forward. Mercedes' focus is now on replicating Hamilton's success with drivers like Antonelli and George Russell. However, Wolff acknowledged that achieving such results would be easier said than done. Toto Wolff made it clear that Mercedes' next challenge is to foster success with its new lineup, aiming to follow the same blueprint that shaped Hamilton's career. He reflected on Hamilton's early days in motorsport, recalling how Ron Dennis once advised Hamilton to take it easy. During his Formula One debut, since Fernando Alonso was leading McLaren at the time. But Hamilton defied all expectations, proving competitive right from the start, which set the tone for his illustrious career. Wolff believes that with the right preparation, Kimi Antonelli could follow a similar path, becoming competitive from the get-go. However, Wolff was quick to point out that Formula One today is far more complex than it was during Hamilton's debut. The presence of social media, constant scrutiny, and elevated pressure makes success in modern motorsport a different beast altogether. Mercedes' objective now is to create a new success story, one that echoes the legacy Hamilton built. But Wolff emphasized the importance of balancing priorities and staying focused on what truly matters, ensuring the team's growth without getting sidetracked by unnecessary distractions. With Hamilton's move to Ferrari imminent, questions linger about Mercedes' decision to block him from participating in Ferrari's testing. Many wonder whether this move might permanently damage the bond between Hamilton and his longtime team. While Mercedes claims that their approach is rooted in protecting their interests, some see it as a sign of distrust, one that could leave a lasting rift despite the extraordinary success they achieved together. Toto Wolff has expressed confidence in Mercedes' future lineup, but even he admits that replacing Hamilton is a task easier imagined than accomplished. Few drivers on the grid can replicate the impact Hamilton has had, both on the track and within the team. His experience, leadership, and relentless pursuit of excellence are qualities not easily found in emerging talents, no matter how promising they may be. The challenge for Mercedes will not only be filling the void Hamilton leaves behind, but also avoiding any resentment that might arise from their final decisions during this transition. The story of Hamilton's move to Ferrari will echo through the history of Formula One, serving as a reminder of how even the greatest partnerships must eventually come to an end. Hamilton's switch to Ferrari is poised to become one of the most talked about moments in Formula One history. Toto Wolff acknowledged the weight of this transition, calling it a decision with extraordinary consequences. It's not just a career move, it symbolizes the end of an era for Mercedes and the dawn of a new chapter for Ferrari. The challenge now lies in how Mercedes will maintain its competitive edge without the driving force of the seven-time world champion. As Wolff outlined, replicating success won't happen overnight. The team hopes that drivers like Kimi Antonelli and George Russell will be able to carry the torch forward, but they'll be operating under the shadow of Hamilton's achievements. The pressure to perform will be immense, and every step taken will be compared to the standards set by the man who brought them unmatched glory. With this in mind, Mercedes' decision to deny Hamilton the chance to test with Ferrari could spark debate for years. Was it the right call to prioritize loyalty and protocol, or did it risk alienating one of the sport's greatest icons? Only time will tell if this parting of ways will leave scars that never fully heal, or if both sides will find peace in the legacies they built together. What do you think about Mercedes' handling of the situation? Will Hamilton's move to Ferrari create a void too big to fill, or will it mark the start of something even greater? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the next video on your screen right now.